All right, here we are. Take two.
My name is my name is Brett Sanders. Let's start that over. My name is Brett Sanders. I'm a professor. I'll start that over again. My name is Brett Sanders. I'm a chancellor's professor at UC Irvine. Okay,
You make it a little farther every time.
yeah. Just keep inching along. Just need to slow down.
Pretend you're talking like an audience of new students.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it does help to just
quiet.
look at somebody. My name is Brett Sanders. I'm a chancellor's professor at UC Irvine. I'm in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering and also in the Department of Urban Planning and Public Policy. My research is in the area of flood risk and coastal erosion. My research is in the area of flood risk and erosion. My background is in computational methods and in fluid mechanics. And with that expertise, I've advanced simulation tools that help us predict and simulate the development of these risks. And I also work with governments and agencies and communities to help understand those risks and figure out ways of taking action. So sort of a
Awesome.
natural ending point.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's not terrible.
yeah.
I'm going to close this iris just a bit.
Okay.
Should we talk about here?
Yeah, I
Or you
think
here?
I'll do one little background piece just for
Mhm.
Jim in response to Jim's questions. So I never planned to be a professor. When I was in high school and thinking about what I wanted to do with my life, I was really interested in water. I grew up water skiing, and going into the mountains, going to the Sierras, seeing water all around me. And frankly, I was just interested in the mechanics behind how water moved. For example, as a young skier, I wondered, why was it when I sat in the water and tried to get pulled up by the boat that the forces were so great in the very beginning, where I was submerged in water and desperately trying to hold on to the rope. But then after I got pulled up to the top of the water and I skimmed right across the top, it was as if there was no resistance at all. And so early on, I was just really curious about how water worked, what made it flow, what made you go skimming over the water versus pushing through it. And concepts like these led me to study water from an engineering perspective. And all throughout my career, it's sort of been curiosity driven. I became a professor just after years of getting exposed to more problems, more interesting questions, and realizing that you could make a career of doing this type of work, studying how floods move, studying the impacts that the floods create, and also now thinking hard about how we can respond to those risks in ways that are cost effective, in ways that are equitable, and in ways that enhance the communities where people live.
Can you tell us what?
This is, yeah, you can pose the question, but I'll
Yeah.
ask you to wait
Yeah.
to record until after that.
It's like you haven't been asked the question. But yeah, can you tell us how the climate collaboration formed and the necessity of it,
Mm-hmm.
the purpose it serves, how there's advantages to it,
Sure.
having other minds from other disciplines.
Right. So I had like an analogy kind of for that.
For what? You have to act like they're not answering a question. To have an analogy.
Oh, yeah.
And you can go now. The
Okay.
plane's out.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for the sound.
Thank you.
Yeah. So in 2022, the provost at the University of California, Irvine, asked the committee of distinguished faculty, what should we be doing to be stronger in this space of climate, sustainability, resilience? And so that group got together, deliberated around options. Some universities were creating new schools, others were investing in institutes that would pull people together. And that committee came back and says, there's really 5 things that we should be doing. One is we have to build on our interdisciplinary research potential. Because at UC Irvine, we have incredibly wide breadth. So the first thing we need to do is invest in interdisciplinary research. And UC Irvine is very strong in this space because we have so many different disciplines where climate and sustainability research is. It's just these long technical words get you every time.
You're doing great up till then.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me backpedal a little bit. And
You have
That boat is very loud. I'm sorry.
sheriff boats.
Yeah. Ah. I've been on that boat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
In what capacity?
Yeah.
Arrested?
I've been on that boat to run around the bay and deploy instruments that would measure velocities and water levels.
Wow.
We asked for the support of the County of Orange to help us with some research projects around 20 years ago related to water quality here in Newport Bay. And when we needed to get out into the water to put our instruments in, we would call up the Orange County Sheriff, the Harbor Patrol here, and they would graciously help us out.
Nice. By sending a jet.
You're still good holding the umbrella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take turns if you want.
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. All right, so I'm about to go back to the sustainability stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let the noise out.
Back in 2022, the provost asked the team of distinguished faculty to really think hard about what UC Irvine should be doing to be stronger and more impactful in the space of climate change and sustainability. We knew on this campus we had enormous talents in many different fields, from engineering to physical sciences to biological sciences, computer sciences, the humanities, the arts, businesses, social sciences, social ecology, law, health, public health. So we had all this talent in so many different places, but we felt that the way forward was really to kind of knit those fields together, build more connections, and to really steer us in a bit of a solutions direction, what you might call a translational science direction, where we thought seriously about like the research we're doing impacting the communities around us here in California, across the US, and around the world. So the committee came out with a recommendation which was fivefold. The first recommendation was that you have to invest in interdisciplinary research. We have these strengths already. We need a connective tissue that pulls those disciplines better together. Secondly, we need to advance our educational mission at the UC Irvine in the climate space. We want UC Irvine to be recognized as one of the best institutions for young people who are hungry to make a difference about the climate challenges we face today. We want them to come here, be prepared, and have that future impact. Thirdly, we needed to invest in partnerships. We're not going to solve these problems on our own. We need to partner with governments, we need to partner with public agencies, we need to partner with businesses and with communities and non-governmental organizations. So that was pillar number three. Fourthly, we had to do more to tell our story. We had to make sure that what we were doing was communicated internally, so we could work together internally at UCI better and get better information out to everyone. But we also needed to tell our story to the world, and so pillar number 4 is really outreach beyond the campus and within the campus. And then lastly, UC Irvine has been modeling sustainability for a very long time. We've been recognized as the #1 cool school in the US, one of the top sort of green institutions across the US. And so we needed to continue to model sustainability practices. And I'm sure the boat's bothering you already.
No.
Oh,
I was hearing
Okay.
what sounds like someone jackhammering.
Oh, okay. But pillar number 5 is that we need to walk the talk. So the UC Irvine campus needs to serve as a model for sustainability. In many ways, we're doing that already with electric buses and solar panels and a cogen facility, but we want to continue to be a leader in this space of walking the talk with respect to climate sustainability.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the projects you've done, are there ones where you've done some important collaboration work with people from other schools? So
Absolutely. Yeah.
and also, maybe
We'll wait for the yacht.
the state and local authorities.
Mhm.
and things.
Yeah, the helicopter's worse than anything.
So much traffic.
Yeah, just like my house. I have a hospital next to me. I have a a police station next to me,
And you're an audio man.
And
what
I'm
are you
an
doing?
audio
Why
man.
don't you move, Bill?
Yeah.
right?
Move to Seal Beach.
Move out to Idlewild or something.
Yeah.
Sound effects you can record.
Yeah, that's true. I could have an incredible sound effects library.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
This jet of kids to say
jet.
something.
It's crazy.
The same thing happens to me. The jets have a whatever, like a 10-minute window where one flies over my house, and then there's small planes. They
fill the gaps.
5-minute window. So
Yeah.
sometimes 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, I can knock out a 30-second commercial in 5 minutes, and then some random police car or ambulance or fire thing. It's like, serenity now.
I
I think they
love
ask you to be very focused for the 30 seconds
Yeah.
you're doing.
Oh, I'm
It's
so
like,
focused.
I'm all in.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
I've been getting those Jerry Stiller like feeds on TikTok lately. Just all the stuff he did on Seinfeld.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And did you see the biography that Ben did on his mom and dad?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Huh.
But yeah, that's Serenity Now. My gosh, that kills. Almost gone. But that was a loud one.
Yeah. Well, let's come back to my research, but let me first do another little bit about like the challenge we face here. Okay. So one of the challenges we face here at UC Irvine in this interdisciplinary, solutions-oriented challenge is that we are a world-class research institution, and what that means is that we have literally thousands of faculty who have deep expertise in different areas. So you got people in the physical sciences, people in different parts of engineering, people in different parts of social sciences. And they are trained and they carry out a career framing what they do in a global context, looking at everything else that's been done before, trying to make original contributions. And so that's a disciplinary type exercise, and that's what the whole system is encouraged or sort of set up to help faculty do. What we're doing here in this climate sustainability initiative, which is solutions focused, is we're saying, hey, can we link horizontally across these different areas to faculty who are trained to go really deep in their own areas? And that in and of itself is a really huge challenge for faculty to make that adaptation. And so what we're trying to do as a facility or center on campus is we are trying to create the resources that help faculty, here we go.
Yeah, start with, so what we're trying to do on campus.
Yeah, right.
Hold that thought.
You predicted it though. It's the smaller plane between.
And did you hear the siren?
No.
You did?
There was a siren too,
Huh.
way off in the distance.
Some of the background noise could be interesting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a little.
I mean, the ferry coming and going,
Yeah.
I can see it and
Yeah,
we can hear
that's
it,
cool.
so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then passers-by, whatever. But the airplanes, man, good.
Helicopter.
Now a helicopter. Filling the gap. Well, look at the size of this scruffy bird sitting on this pillar. That thing is huge.
Don't call me scruffy. Take your eyes out.
Well, a helicopter is pretty loud.
Yep. Very loud.
Lasts a long time.
Yeah, it's banking off all of the buildings.
Uh-huh.
Let's do it.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah,
Okay.
rock and roll.
My first one was what? I
Yeah.
remember that much.
So both the challenge and the opportunity before us here with the UC Irvine Climate Collaboration is to link up these faculty sort of horizontally that have this deep, training sort of depicted here vertically. Let's try that over. So both the challenge and the opportunity we face here at UC Irvine is to take these faculty talents, which have deep disciplinary expertise, and link them up in such a way that we have significant, oh my gosh. Okay. So both the challenge and the opportunity we face right now with the UC Irvine Climate Collaboration is taking these pillars of faculty expertise and capacity and linking them up together. And we are here to try to create the resources and the opportunities for that to happen. We are promoting funding programs which are requiring faculty from different disciplines to come around a problem. We're also requiring in these projects that faculty bring in community partners who care deeply about the issues that they're solving. And we're also asking faculty to pull in students to not only help carry out this work, but also to translate what we're learning into educational materials so that the students that come to UC Irvine are at the cutting edge of what we're learning and are prepared to make enormous impacts in their career.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit how these teams are brought together?
Yeah.
Whether they're working on the different subjects, are they volunteering for this, or are you seeking them out?
Yeah.
How does this all come to be?
So, okay. So in the first round of our climate collaboration funding call, we invited proposals from faculty across campus to come together as teams to work on projects, and we were open to any topics that fell within what we're broadly characterizing as like a climate resilient space. So projects related to the impacts of warmer, more that's falling apart. So in this first round of the climate collaboration, we had an open call for faculty to propose projects, and we were not requiring them to be working on any particular problem. What we were requiring was that they have this translational science focus within a broad sphere of climate resilience and sustainability. Now, in future years, we may focus that to a degree based on opportunities that we have here at the campus. But for the time being, there's an enormous challenge, but for the time being, what we want to do most is help faculty. Okay. But for the time being, what we want to do most is help faculty build teams and partnerships that will position them to work on topics that align with their interests and align with pressing challenges facing us today.
Do you have any
Okay.
That'd
projects?
be huge treasure. Oh, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Damn.
Is that a dredge?
Is that a dredge?
No, it's a crane?
Hello.
Barge?
There's a
It's really not that loud for it.
You know what, if we're gonna do,
I'm gonna stop
Some
rolling
of
for a sec.
the
Okay, we are
Yeah.
rolling location 2 with Brett.
alright.
Yep.
You're fine, go
No,
ahead.
you're fine, go ahead.
Yeah, we're just video.
We're looking for wildlife
Just
in
Dana.
these shots.
Ah, hey, wild.
Yeah.
Okay. This conversation back here.
Oh, that's nice.
and then any conversation.
I'm talking about Porsches,
New
Range
conversations.
Rovers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm gonna get a shot of that caution sign because it's not in focus, just so you
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
This thing has a very
Me
narrow.
too.
You're fine. I'm gonna zoom in on it and focus in on it and get it. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, we're
we could
already
use-
rolling.
We could use that to re-roll.
Yeah, right? Oh, that was not gentle at all, Mr. Pomeroy. Try again. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. That was even worse.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. It's not you, it's me. That's what I said to my ex-wife. When she divorced me.
Guessing the audio doesn't matter right now.
No.
Okay.
That is 100% B-roll.
Yeah. I once asked a friend who was having some marital problems how that was going at home, and he said, it's all crossed legs and cold cuts.
Well, my microphone picked that up well.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
you
ready.
can
When,
have it.
oh,
Okay.
sorry, Brett.
Yeah.
People are finding a way around.
Okay. We can
Okay.
probably do
So, Rick,
a little bit.
a little bit, whatever else you want to say, but could you tell us a little about how collaboration has worked into some of your previous projects, and what were those?
Sure. So, I'll just wait a little bit.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Marty, you're fine. Yeah, enjoy this.
Come on through.
So beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
The Southern California region has really played a prominent role in my research and the research of many people at UC Irvine. One of the things that morning.
Morning. Want a dog for the interview?
Yeah.
What's wrong with an Australian Shepherd in the shot?
Actually, I'm liking these distractions. I like
Yeah.
to know that we're someplace.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
try talking through one of them and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
When they walk by, try saying, "Don't you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Maybe you can sign it.
Yeah.
You see this wall? Okay. What?
Shortly after I arrived to UC Irvine, around 2001, across Orange County, there was a mysterious problem with fecal pollution in the ocean. It was here up along Huntington Beach. There's issues with pollution in the bay. And so that was one of the first problems I got pulled into with other faculty from engineering and from social ecology at the time. And we started looking at the sources of pollution coming out of rainwater and going into street drains. And backpedal. There's no fecal pollution in rainwater. Yeah. But we started looking into the role of urban runoff on coastal pollution. And at that time, all the water that would sort of be washed off when you washed your car, or when the irrigation was too heavy and there was extra water just running down to. You okay? You okay? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we're having fun. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. You're fine. So around 2001, there was a pretty substantial.
Jet.
Okay.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna move.
Try
this.
yelling. That's
Yeah.
my idea.
How about if I move right next to you?
Yes, people go.
Give people
around.
go behind
Oh, yeah.
us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just zoom out,
Okay.
so it
Great.
still looks fantastic.
There's still Mr. Shade here.
Yes, you are. Let me
This
recenter
one
my
here.
air bubble.
Well, now that shot on the deck is now looking pretty brilliant,
Right?
The amount of limited disturbance and everything.
Yeah.
Surprised how many people are here.
This is a
Right?
great.
What
This
do
is such a
people do?
great place to go pee.
I'm kidding.
But it's just charming. These little
Okay.
decorations are set up.
We
and
are
everything.
rolling again.
Why?
Yeah.
No.
So it was around 2001 that there was a.
Don't worry about it.
Uh.
Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was around 2001 that a lot of water pollution started showing up along the beaches of Orange County, and also here in Newport Harbor. There were high fecal indicator bacteria counts that signaled the possibility of fecal pollution, and many beaches were closed and waters were off limits from swimming. And so I was one of a number of faculty who got involved looking at that problem, faculty both from engineering and from social ecology at the time. And our role was focusing on urban runoff. And at that time, the urban runoff that we saw in the streets, even during dry weather periods, was coming from car washing, it was coming from over irrigation, and it generated pretty substantial flows that then picked up whatever pollution was present and transported it out into coastal waters. And there's a drain right out here to my left where you can see one of the existing drains here from Balboa Island. And but our work along the Huntington Beach our work in the Huntington Beach area really focused on the movement of that urban runoff through the channels and the drainage infrastructure and out to the coast. And it did document that urban runoff was a substantial contributor to that pollution. Later we would learn that it was really probably a problem that was driven by multiple different factors. There was urban runoff, there was some growth of those bacteria taking place in coastal wetlands, and there may have also been some leakage of sanitary sewers in some of the coastal infrastructure. Yeah. But one of the takeaways from all that work is that once urban runoff was recognized as a source of pollution, once urban runoff was recognized as a source of coastal pollution, there was a push to try to capture that water and keep it from flowing to the beaches. But coincidentally, that also aligned with a really important need to make Southern California it also aligned with a need to make Southern California less dependent on imported water. And it pushed water agencies to just focus more and more on capturing that dry weather runoff, pulling it into treatment systems, reusing that water, and then making it available once again for things like irrigation and so forth. So now,
Sorry. When it started out, it was fine.
Yeah.
Now it's... People are walking behind me, I'm like barely picking them up.
Yeah.
So don't worry about stopping.
Okay.
Unless you just need to do another take. But
Okay.
It's actually fine.
Okay. So one of the so I think one of
It's still very loud. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
It's jet wash.
yeah.
Hammering
That's
the
the
mic.
right word, the jet wash. Man, you got the technical words, man.
Louis Manuel did a movie called The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, where every time someone was saying something important or that really mattered in the movie, there'd be a jet flying over or crashing noises, and you'd never hear any of it.
That's great.
Morning.
Yeah, don't mind us.
You're
No.
fine, no problem. Yeah, enjoy your walk.
We're sorry.
Yeah. So one of the interesting outcomes from this project was that we started off with a coastal pollution problem, a problem that people would just, were wishing would just go away, but it turned out to be an opportunity for water recovery, for bringing fresh water. So this started off as a challenge for the region, where they were. Hello. It threw me off. She was like very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Jason Statham?
Yeah. So the issue of water pollution along the Southern California coastline at that time, at first was a big challenge facing the region, a challenge that many.
I'm getting another jet.
Yeah.
So loud. Sorry.
It's okay. Glad we booked plenty of time this morning. What, you thought we'd do this in an hour?
That's not fair. I mean, that other one just flew over.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this as an opportunity to swap out my back.
Try.
Noise is at a
Yeah.
minimum.
So the challenge of water pollution along the coastline here around 2001 actually turned around to a great opportunity for the region, because efforts to clean up that water, which was capturing capturing that water before it hit the ocean, recycling it, put it into our recycled water system, that led to Orange County having the cleanest beaches in all of California, and some of the most recent monitoring that has been borne out in the data.
Pause.
Yeah.
Good time to pause.
Yeah. Did we get that in there?
We did.
Okay,
I
so
mean, he's creeping into the audio, but
yeah, which is kind of okay.
Yeah.
A little creep. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So we did that one. I hope it was hard. And there's the second project I can speak to, which is the coastal flood risk in this wall.
Oh yeah.
So
We want to frame the shot differently for you to talk about the wall, because right now it's not in the shot.
I know I think that's how we set up in the first place. But I'm kind of wondering if all the walkers is.
And if you put it like here and you have like diagonal, you can have the wall and still have people passing behind.
Yeah. I would want to set up like where that no bike sign is.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, that's good.
You want to do that
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
I think we did that one.
So how far are we moving here?
Just right. I'm moving right to here so Jim can talk, or Brett can talk about the wall.
Yeah.
Probably more deep this one.
And I'm going to lower this so I can see the wall.
It's a good angle too because it shows how high the ground is here versus here. And one thing that people don't appreciate is that our beaches are often the highest ground along the coast, and that a lot of our development is in lower land behind the beaches. So once the water gets over the top of the beaches, it's downhill in this direction.
Was it built that way?
Well, it's adapted that way, right? It used to be lower. Everything, but the beaches keep coming up with the water.
Okay, so for me to get this opening in the wall, Constance, I need you to move back another 6 inches.
Backwards?
No, Constance, you're good.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Oh, Constance is stretching.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go over that way more? That way you don't have to stretch
but
as
I'm-
much?
You look like Mary Poppins.
But am I no.
It's pretty cool. No, you're not in
Does
the
she
shot.
have to stretch that much, or can she?
Just so I'm not in the. That's fine. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to walk 6 inches closer. Let me see if you're in. Keep going. And okay, go back. Sorry, 6, right there.
Okay.
And you're
Fine.
out.
Okay.
And let me just make sure I'm sharp on Brett. Okay.
Comes the plane.
Right.
This one,
Oh.
I'll try to weave in more interdisciplinary stuff. Like
I'm rolling whenever you're ready.
Okay. It was around 2007 that I got involved in a new project to look at coastal flood risk. At that time, there was growing awareness about rising sea levels, about coastal topography that was relatively low and vulnerable to flooding, but we didn't really have good tools to pinpoint what exactly was at risk.
Wow. Are they literally just lined up on the runway?
Yeah.
That's how they are at 7:30 or 8 o'clock when they first take off. But then, like, once you get to mid-morning, I think there's gaps. Busy harbor.
It's really nice.
That dude is living the dream right now.
Yeah.
This is the best part of don't move. Welcome to America.
Poor Constance.
It's so
Okay.
good.
You are unfortunately in the shot again, young
Oh
lady.
yeah.
Okay, we are rolling.
Okay. It was around 2007 that I got involved in work looking at coastal flood risk. Around that time, there was growing awareness that sea levels were rising faster and faster, and we're going to put significant stress on low-lying topography like this here in Newport Beach. And so we started working on modeling tools that would allow us to better pinpoint like which properties were most exposed, what populations could be most impacted.
Grin and
Yeah.
bear it.
Yeah, well, at least I got that first part in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought a plane was coming, but I guess not. Yeah.
There's something. Oh, it's the. It does sound like there's a jet nearby.
See, we will appreciate.
Oh, it's way up
the-
there. I'm picking that up.
Okay.
Which one?
That one?
That
Oh.
one, yeah.
Gosh, I couldn't even hear it. Can we record or no?
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can record.
Okay. Yeah. So I became interested in the models and the technology that we would need to more.
It's all nature. That's a way.
Yeah. Some of that's kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
pleasant.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how you
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. So I became interested in simulation technology that we were going to need to pinpoint the properties that were at risk, the people that were going to be exposed, the damages we might experience, and also, the ability to sort of measure the benefits of response options. Like, should we, increase our flood defenses like this wall right here? To what extent should we focus on planning measures like changing the building codes for properties here so that they're building at higher heights and less vulnerable to damage? Or should we invest in more drainage infrastructure when some water pools on the streets? These are questions that every community is going to have to address, and you need simulation tools to do that. And that was the gist of my research. But at UC Irvine, I was in a great opportunity to collaborate with people with planning, policy, and start thinking more systematically about what's at risk, what kinds of responses are going to be needed, how are we going to pay for these responses, and that led to a pretty significant grant funding opportunity after that, and it brought together a team looking at what we broadly call now compound coastal flood risks. We were looking at how these risks are developing nationwide, how do we manage them, what kinds of policy responses make sense, and it was really the genesis of that work was here in Newport Beach, but it grew to be something of national and even international significance. The consequence of our project can also be seen right here in Newport Beach. Around 2007, when we were looking at increasing flood risks here around Newport Beach, the wall was up to this line here, and during high tides, water with waves and the high tides were coming over the top of the wall and creating a lot of flooding here in the island. And so our work, reaching out to the community, trying to communicate some of these risks, and try to measure what are some of the best ways to communicate. Yeah, I want to do that over anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So as part of that project, the School of Social Ecology led a survey in Newport Beach where they went house to house asking residents, looking at our visualizations of flooding, whether they felt that was an accurate depiction of flooding, whether it was clear to them, whether it was helpful for them to better understand the impacts of sea level rise. And during that time, we connected with a lot of communities across this city, got a lot of feedback on the work. It helped us to understand effective ways to communicate risks and effective ways to talk about these risks such that residents and the city government and others could really come together and make better decisions about how to manage the risks. Well, the flooding some action needed to be taken, and at that time the city felt that the uncertainties about future risks were just great. Some projections were saying we're going to see 3 or 4 feet or even 5 feet of sea level rise over the next 50 or 60 years. Others were saying, oh, it's only a few inches of sea level rise. There was a lot of uncertainty, and the takeaway was that they said, why don't we take a small step today to manage that risk, and that small step's going to be adding about a foot of concrete on top of the existing wall, and that will provide some additional protection for us over the next few decades. And then as science advances, as we get better information, a few decades from now, we'll then be in a better position to make the next step. And that's kind of the spirit, in some ways, of the climate collaborations, advancing knowledge based on what we know now to make decisions today and positioning ourselves for then better decisions in the future.
Nice.
One shot.
Yeah?
Nice. And I'm here, and I'm just going
Take a
to,
little break.
yeah, I don't blame you. Zoom out.
People are coming, but get out of their way.
That's nice. In 3, 2, 1.
Just tuck in my tummy and everything. So, so another outcome. Oh my god.
And it's the bummer because
Yeah.
it's so echoey,
Yeah.
right? I mean, everything
Yeah.
is just bouncing off these
Yeah.
walls. Okay, so let's see. I like this shot.
Okay.
We'll lower it a little bit. And
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm going to start on the house, and then,
Okay. Yeah.
well, we'll wait.
Good morning.
You say something about,
Hi, good morning.
How you doing?
She
say something like,
walked.
thanks to your research, these houses cost them X number of dollars more to build. Something like that.
Well, yeah, I think I just obviously in all these things we play a small role, but I think we nudge things. You know, I think as a university we start nudging decision makers with a little bit more science, with a little bit more, you know, common sense about, you know, what's coming along. And one of the things that came from our work showing the possibility of flooding was a recommendation by the city to require all new properties to be at least 10 feet above what's called mean low or low water in their construction. And so older properties on this island are built flush with the sidewalk. So if you walk around the island today, you'll see a number of older properties still flush with a sidewalk. And that means that if water spills over this wall and runs down the street, those low properties are going to get soaked. But newer properties, when they're built elevated like this, have the ability to ride out a pretty significant flood and avoid any substantial damage because they're up at higher elevation. And so that kind of helps to illustrate how adaptation is about a combination of things. Partly about mitigating how severe that flood is going to be. It's also about reducing the vulnerability of what's going to be impacted by the flooding. So getting material and people out of harm's way is part of the solution as well.
And
Yeah.
rolling.
Now, we're working on a new project here with both the Army and the Navy, and it has to do with the exposure of military assets to future, you know, flooding risks. All along the coasts of the world, we have military installations in place that are dealing with more extreme storms, more intense rainfall, bigger storm surges, and they need to figure out how they're going to sort of be resilient in the face of those stresses. What we do at UC Irvine is we've cultivated these fast-running simulation models that allow us.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Some boats are louder than others, and these guys are a little bit loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I thought it was a jet, but it's that.
Oh, before when it was down there, you were hearing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah? That's because he talked like this. And it didn't matter much if there's sound around him because his voice is so interesting, it cut through everything.
Golly.
Golly, that's interesting.
Where did they got all that from?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
You know, Huelhauser was not bothered by him, so we're rolling.
Morning.
Some background noise you do.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you got part of that in there, right? Some of the military installation stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So we pulled together a team here at UC Irvine with engineering expertise and political science expertise and also social science expertise, where we're trying to help the military use these fast simulation tools in negotiation with their base neighbors. Because a lot of the solutions to military bases are going to be found off base. They might need to go up into the watershed and work with, you know, local governments to come up with better, you know, stormwater management practices. Or they might be working with landowners up coast and down coast of the base to sort of manage the sediment supplies along the coast. But in order to kind of negotiate those win-win solutions, you need simulation tools that help you understand, you know, how changes outside the base are going to impact risks on the base. And so what's happened at UC Irvine is we've been able to cultivate these collaborations between disciplines. You've got the engineering, you've got the physical sciences, you've got the planning, you've got the public policy, and we're now positioned to put teams together around some of these pressing issues, facing the U.S. and the world today.
I'd say you got 99% of that in. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think that's the gist of it there.
Nice.
So
Should you just talk about the 5 project?
yeah. I'm glad you keep
high level,
remembering. Okay,
just like-
right.
What is
It's a really good idea.
On it too. Yeah,
Hey there.
absolutely.
Everybody's having a good time. No one's in a bad mood down here, are they?
Right. How ironic.
Yeah, we can go wrong on Apple Island.
Well, in the 80s, I guess it was selling snow and everything.
Yes, right.
It
At
is
a
warm.
Beatles convention in Chicago.
Yeah.
And suddenly everyone was mistaking me for
So-
Weird Al Yankovic. Maybe it's because I had a mullet or something. I don't know what it was, but people
Well, I
asked
And
me.
also
have to
that they are-
remember all 5 projects.
And that they are all like local, but also we could replicate them.
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah. Right.
And they all follow kind of the same
Yeah.
recipe.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that Weird Al fella. That's him. I got the haircut real quick after that.
So, do I need to mention the faculty names and
No.
all that stuff? Okay.
One is about this, one
Yeah,
is about
okay.
that.
You want to go?
Yep, we're rolling.
Okay. So this year the Climate Collaboration has launched with 5 interdisciplinary projects where we're bringing faculty together from across disciplines, we're partnering with agencies, and we're trying to tackle a problem that we think we can nudge here locally and also have broader impact scientifically with our work. So one of our projects is an Orange County fire project. We have expertise in the vegetation here in Orange County. We've been out in the field doing monitoring for many years. We have expertise in remote sensing of those vegetation dynamics. And in this Orange County fire projects, we'll be working with the Orange County Fire Authority to say, how do we get the best available predictive models in the hands of our public agencies so that they are able to anticipate risks and make the best possible decisions about fuel management to manage risks for people here in Orange County. Secondly, another wildfire-related project we're working on is an intersection of sort of AI technologies with wildfire management. And the idea there is that as wildfires develop, impacts happen very quickly. Roads that are closed, housing that needs to be evacuated, winds change, a lot of dynamics taking place during a fire. And it's really difficult for emergency managers to stay on top of all these changing dynamics. The thinking here is that we could train some very fast AI models based on past wildfires to make better nowcasting of present day risk conditions that could then be used in support of emergency management.
Sorry, that
Yeah.
got you. We are rolling.
Okay. A third, should I number it? Are we counting these? Okay.
Yeah.
Another project we're working on is a project to study the desert. Another project we're working on is a project to study the desertification of California. So California increasingly is having more and more a desert-like climate. The thinking is that plants could play a really significant role in moderating how this climate changes. And we have incredible expertise here at UC Irvine in biological sciences and earth system sciences and studying the role of vegetation and land surface interactions. And so with this project, we'll be working extensively in the Coachella Valley and inland part of Southern California to I feel like I don't understand this project very well. Yeah.
So they want to use that knowledge to maybe
Yeah.
develop nature-based solutions,
Yeah.
and maybe throw in their South Coast Air Quality Districts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
always a good name.
Yeah. Another project we're launching this year brings together biological sciences, earth system sciences, and the Air Quality Management District here in Southern California. The goal the goal of this project is to understand what's called the desertification of California. California becoming more and more desert-like. And what does that mean for land management, for vegetation management? We have increasingly issues with dust storms and heat waves. And the thinking is that plants could potentially play a really important role in moderating some of those impacts. And we'll have a team looking at potential land management options to try to moderate some of the extreme events that we face going forward. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you considered getting a panel of UCI experts together to try to?
We're rolling.
We have one new project that is not a partnership with governments or government agencies, but is a partnership with a business. And this is a business that specializes in satellite remote sensing of vegetation and is specifically evapotranspiration. So that's the amount of moisture moving from the tissue of vegetation into the atmosphere. And so we have a team that's going to be looking at that technology as a tool to manage. Oh, we're done?
I lied. I said you're fine, but then
Weather was fine, but like
it was
Yeah.
till he got right over top of us. That's a biplane.
Dual engine.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dual propeller plane. It's not a biplane, but
No, you're right. Prop.
yeah, dual propeller.
Dual engine.
Dual prop. Okay.
you can make it super short. I think.
Yeah.
We're still rolling.
With this project looking at ET, the aim there is to work with water utilities and the ag industry to think about the ways in which the measurement of ET could help with decisions related to food production, related to stress management, even related to drought. So there could be enormous applications of this technology in the water management.
Do you want to
Not happy with
refresh?
this. Yeah, let's start.
Do you want to read it again?
Yeah, I'll just do again. No,
Oh, do you want to read about it?
no, I just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
So this project will bring together expertise in Earth system sciences with statistics. What they're trying to do is come up with better estimates of not just the evapotranspiration, but the uncertainty of evapotranspiration. Because decision makers, if there's a lot of uncertainty, have a lot of difficulty. Yeah, I'm almost there.
And I feel like when you said expertise, you said expertise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you want to start at
Yeah.
that again?
Okay.
Sorry.
No, we're sorry.
But that's good that you start
Enjoy
with
your walk.
statistics
Yeah, yeah.
and Earth systems.
Yeah. Okay. This project brings together expertise in Earth system science and statistics, and the aim is to, when you look at that hydrosat data of evapotranspiration, the idea is to estimate the uncertainty in these ET estimates, because the decision makers that are going to use this information, from water utilities, farmers, land managers thinking about wildfire, they need better information about the uncertainty of the drought and the stress that's on the plants in order to make a good decision. Yeah. So sort of.
Something I asked, which I kind of agreed with, I said, yeah, this is just thinking of the pocket parks that the other folks are doing. I said, in a sense, isn't this like, how they canvass neighborhoods to ask people, what do you need in the neighborhoods in that area?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's sort of like trying to have plants. You're asking the plants, by sensing them what they're up to, what they need. It's like they're responding to the whole film.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were actually, yes, this is exactly
Okay.
what we try to do,
Huh.
is to have the plants
That's
tell
why
us.
That's why you're the good interviewer. Okay, one more question. One more project. Last is the
The pocket
Yeah.
park is like good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Air quality.
And we have an airplane going by. So I'm also thinking that it'd be nice to have just a very quick introductions, like shorter than what I'm doing now. You know,
About the project?
About each project. Yeah.
I think it would be amazing if we have like one sentence, like
Yeah,
tac, tac,
yeah.
tac, tac, tac. But sometimes I heard you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you like condense all of them in one.
Right. Yeah. So our last project is focused on park spaces, green spaces in urban areas. And the thinking there is that green space could play an outsized role in climate resilience, being a place where there's shade and cooling, a place where communities can come together and talk, a place where you can grow food, and maybe a place where you could manage stormwater. So that project will bring together expertise in urban planning and public health and civil engineering, along with a number of different neighborhood groups where gardens are really an integral part of those communities.
Perfect.
So I don't know if I can just do a quick rundown of all 5.
Yeah, because
Just have a recording of it, right?
So you do 5, and usually you say,
right.
say, oh, you run about that and one about that in one run.
2-minute drill.
Yeah. So, is that okay? It's a lighter sound. That's fine.
It's just combining with that jet.
Oh, so
Believe
weird.
it. I know.
Okay, maybe roll it.
Unfortunately, my ears are trained for all this crap.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's actually loud, that one with the blue top.
Yeah.
I think you can say California Desert Future, like it like condensed.
Yeah. Okay. California Desert Future. Okay.
So that guy flies this way. Now look,
And then draw.
that's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We got another big boy.
And those have to be LAX planes that are turning around, right, and then going
You think?
inland. Yeah, because they take, or Long Beach, they take off, they loop around, they go inland. This plane will take off this way, right, and it'll loop around and go inland.
Okay, now watch out for this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Not too loud,
Yeah.
but dangerous. Oh, come on.
Yeah. I mean, we could have thought of that.
What are those things called? The jet trails?
Contrails.
Contrails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're really excited to be launching 5 new projects this year. We have a project here in Orange County focused on wildfire, better predicting risks here. We have a project focused on intersecting AI with wildfires so we can do better real-time assessments of on-the-ground conditions. We have a project looking at the future of California's deserts and how what California's desert future looks like. We have a project taking advantage of a really cutting-edge satellite-based sensor technology to measure evapotranspiration. And we also have a project looking at urban park places and the outsized role that those parks might play in the resilience of our urban communities here in California.
Neat.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think.
A little rapid fire is better.
Yeah. It's great.
It's great.
Oh, let's get Constance talking.
Oh no.